Good morning, family. I just want to come, again, it's Black History Month, and share a couple of thoughts about what I'm feeling like here today. I live in Virginia, as many of you know, and there's a lot going on in Virginia that is absolutely connected to the history of Black people in America. We have issues with blackface. I've put up some videos about that. Many of you know how offensive that is historically. But we have to look at the reason why. What's going on in the white community that this is acceptable? And if we look back through our history, it was acceptable for white men to rape black women without any threat of punishment, to sell our children, to take our land, all forms of abuse. And some of that abuse is a carryover to doing things such as blackface. There's no surprise. But what is surprising is that it's happening even today. So that's something that we need to have a serious conversation about, not just in Virginia, but in the United States, and we know that. I'm going to suggest a couple of books that you read if you have not already read. One is this book, The History of White People. It gives an insight to their history, to our history. It's important to read and to understand instead of really moving to some conclusions and moving to judging people. Sometimes we behave in a way because we haven't been corrected. And so that's not to dismiss these serious things, but this is just to say that sometimes people do things because they have not been taught. They don't know any better. It's been a part of their culture. The other book that I would recommend is Stolen Legacy. This is an extremely important book to read, to understand the past, the present, and the future. And then last, I read a lot of books, but these are three that you can get started on. It's the ISIS Papers. If you're not familiar with Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, you should be familiar with her work. This is for everyone, not just during Black History Month. So take an opportunity to read some books, to digest what's going on in Virginia, not to destroy people's careers. And I want to say another thing, and this may be a little more risque to say, but when we look at issues of sexual accusations and allegations, we have to look at them very seriously. Is it a he said, she said? I don't know, but it's very serious. But if we look in the past of sexual allegations against black men, there are a lot of black men who went to prison for being wrongfully accused, and in many cases by white women. So before we jump to any type of conclusion, listen to all the stories, listen to everything before we continue to go down this path of destruction. So on a serious note, I just want to conclude to tell you to have a great day, always to have a great day. Be nice, be compassionate, be understanding. And we have to get through these critical situations in our country, in our state. Have a great day. Thank you.